Hi, this is Vivek from Biker Baker, and in this video I will share my experience about this bike, which is Versys 650. I have completed 91,000 kilometers on this and 7 years over it. So I'll share my experience and I'll tell you about what all I have added on the bike and what are the maintenances that I've done and the recent service that I've done at a friend's garage. So as I said, I have completed 91,000 kilometers and 7 years over the time that I've owned this motorcycle. First and foremost thing that I would like to share is that once you get to know this bike and once you adjust it to your needs and requirements, it's a very comfortable bike to travel and ride with. Plus, as I said, once you get used to it, the bike is so capable that it doesn't really overwhelm you while you're riding on the highways or off-roads. It's not a hardcore off-roader, but yeah, any kind of off-roads, like maybe
Soft roading.
you can see those, the surrounding area over here. Plus, you can do city travels, you can do a lot of corners, and this bike can beautifully take it. The engine is built like a tank, as they say it, and I can agree to it. I have no qualms about it. The bike is just going strong even at 91,000 kilometers. Now, to put it across, yes, of course, the seat height is a little taller for a guy like me. I'm 5'7", and with proper riding boots also, I am not completely flat-footed on either side of it, which is fine. As I said, once you get used to the bike and if you are comfortable with riding any motorcycle, it hardly takes a few couple of days, maybe, or a few couple of hours if you're those flexible type who doesn't have a requirement of flat footing. But yes, the bike is nice and comfortable. The seats are well built. This is still the original seat, still the original panels, still the original other equipment, but I have definitely added a lot of things to it to suit my requirements. And recently what I've done is at 91,000 kilometers I've done a service, a lot of detailed service. Let me take you guys through that in the first. So the first and foremost thing that I did was complete oil change. Engine oil was changed, fluids from the fork were changed, brake oils and brake servicing was completely done. So brake flushing has been done. Apart from that, coolant has been changed and updated. So fluids have been completely replaced. All the fluids that I'm using currently are Liqui-Moly. Air filter has been cleaned. So I had changed the air filter previous 10,000 kilometers, so it's not dirty, it just needed to be cleaned. So air filter has been cleaned.
Is that a stock air filter?
I am using paper type, stock type air filter. I'm using high flow.
High
I'm
flow.
not using the Kawasaki one, but this
High flow
suits me better. Yeah, so I've done that. So as I said, suspension and everything is done. All the bearings have been clamped and re-greased. I'm using the silicone or the gel-based grease, which is the waterproof types. Recently, I've changed my swing arm bearings. Swing arm bearings were rusted, so I had to change them. So those have been updated. All the wheel bearings and the T bearing, everything has been clamped and greased. Then the chain has been clamped and of course re-lubed and everything. All the cables have been clamped and lubed. So the clutch cable, throttle cable, all the points of pivots have been clamped. So that has been also done. The tank has been emptied, clamped, and of course the fuel pump has been clamped and the fuel filter has been clamped. Throttle body has been taken off, clamped, put it back, rebalanced. Injectors have been clamped, new spark plugs have gone in. What else have I done? Yeah, so that's the basic maintenance that have been done on the bike. Suspension, yeah, so I have refilled the fluid in the suspension. It had reduced, so it was not able to open fully. So I made a video on this before. I've topped up the fluid suspension, works perfectly fine over here. So more or less that's what it is. So this is on this maintenance part. Let me tell you this, that none of the parts, most of them have been worn off. They are still doing very good. The bearings, obviously I change it every 20,000 kilometers, so at every 20,000 kilometers, it doesn't matter whether they are worn off or not, I change them out. So just to preventive maintenance. Apart from that, what I'll do is I'll share the add-ons that I've put on the bike, what I require and what I want to have on my motorcycle. So as you can see, there are GV boxes over here. These are 37 liters each side. I do not use the top box. It somehow changes the dynamics of the bike, so I am not very comfortable with it. I have changed the foot pegs to Himalayan foot pegs. They are wider and they give you better standing grip as well as comfort.
Is that rubber removable?
Yeah, that is removable. There is a bolt at the bottom. It's just a simple bolt. You open it and you can take off the rubber. Then it becomes completely off-road pegs. I've got a main stand by Hexa GT, which has been developed in-house and tested thoroughly. I've got a bash plate by Hexa GT, amazing one. It has been again tested for 2 years and has really taken a lot of beating and still going very strong. The crash guards are from Zana, which were the prototypes. They're still going strong. This is fine. GR40 auxiliary lights. This is only when I am riding on complete dark highways. I've got the
Lightbot?
fog lights, Lightbot. They are twin ones. They have yellow as well as white light. Normally I don't use them. It's only for fog usages. I've got LED headlights. Both of them are LED. These are the Night Eye 55 watts. I'm sorry, Night Eye 35 watts.
35. And are these KTM indicators?
Yeah, so I've changed the standard indicators to KTM ones. These are of course lighter and shorter in length. So even if you drop the bike, it does not come in contact with the ground and your fairings do not break. So that's another add-on. I've added the mud flap in the front for the dust not to fly onto the radiator.
So this helps you during the rain.
Extremely helpful, because otherwise there's a lot of mud that goes into the radiator, and a dirty radiator will definitely not cool the bike the way it's supposed to be.
Correct.
I don't have a tail tidy because my tail was broken by some guy who rammed into me. So I've got a small tail tidy, which is
Custom made.
So on the other side of the motorcycle, I've got the extension for the side stand, so that in soft grounds you can always make sure that the bike doesn't fall off. I have put a homemade chain oiling system, and it does the job very beautifully. You just open the tap to a certain marking where it drops 0.5 ml of oil on the chain for every 3 to 4 minutes, so it keeps the chain nice and clean.
That's the chain.
There's the clean chain. And on the other side, I have got the mobile holder, and it comes with inbuilt charger, fast charging. This is again Turavik GPS mount.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been using for quite some time now. Apart from this, I've got the charging socket, which is a cigarette socket. So it basically helps me use my air pump or other ancillary requirements to charge other equipments during a ride. So again, all the lights are switch operated, individual switch operated. I've got
there are 3.
So one is for the GR40s, which is the 40 watts. These are 21. This is white light and this is the yellow light.
Oh.
So whichever I need to use, I will use
change
that.
it.
Yes. I've got the wide angle mirror, so that somebody at my blind spot
corner mirrors. Yeah.
Yes. So more or less that's what I have on my motorcycle. In my
handlebars.
Oh yeah, the most beautiful part. I have got the extended and a little longer side. It's a little on the longer as well as the wider side handlebar, which I have been using, and because of the center rod, the vibrations are reduced drastically. Again, it has made the bike very nimble. Now another reason of having this handlebar is basically my side boxes, of course, are wider, and this handlebar helps me get a good judgment, so that in traffic conditions I do not keep
banging it out
or banging my side boxes to anything else. So this has kept me safe. I've got a yoke cover on the clutch cable, so that the moisture, dirt.
Oh, by the way, your clutch levers are also different.
Yeah. So the clutch cable barely needs to be cleaned, because of this dust cover. I have got the these are not the original ones. These are Savage from AliExpress, but they have been working beautifully. It's been 7 years now. The day I got the motorcycle. These are extendable. These are folding ones. So, and of course adjustable to the
distance that you want.
So these are very nice levers. I have been using them for 4-5 years now. No problem at all. And
we don't get them anymore, right?
You do get them on probably Amazon or some websites, but in India it's not directly available anymore.
Mm.
So you need to order it through and through. So more or less that's what I have got on the motorcycle. Performance wise, I get a decent mileage of around say 26 to 28 kilometers per liter in highways, on the highways. In city area I get somewhere around 20 to 21 depending on the traffic conditions. In the beginning I have also added these spools which are little extended ones so that they protect the swing arm as well as the front forks.
When you fall.
Yeah, and I have definitely fallen, and they have taken good care of the motorcycle. So earlier I used to have a charging socket here for my wife when she was riding with me. Currently she's not in India, so I've taken it off for the time being because there's
Yeah.
short circuit.
Short circuit.
And, I'll show you what I have under my seat.
This is magic, ladies and gentlemen.
So toolkit that comes from the company. I have added open spanners, fixed spanners to it. I have also added a 14 mm Allen key for opening the front wheel. I've got a tire inflator and a puncture repair kit over here. An extension extra cord for the inflator in case you need it. I've also attached a direct cord over here so that if in case the socket over here on the dashboard does not work, I can connect directly to the battery, start the bike and get the job done. And I'm using an Amron battery which is an 8 ampere battery. Standard battery is 10 amperes but this works beautifully. Been using this for now almost a year. Previously also using the similar ones which lasted for around 3.2 years. So yeah, that's a good job. Comes with a lot of warranty, so better than the stock batteries.
And lasts really long.
I put a new cover on the seat because my society has the place where I live has a lot of cats and they have
Blessed it.
scratched the entire seat as such. So yeah, more or less this is what it is. Comfort wise, as I said, the bike is beautiful, runs beautifully. After doing all this service and work that I have got done, it was done at my friend's place, Kaifin. He runs a garage in Jogeshwari, in between Jogeshwari and Goregaon in Mumbai. Kaif's Custom, sorry. And he's done a beautiful job. Everything that I told him, he has taken care of it. And
Paint.
this paint, yeah. So
He's
I
kind of-
always wanted a different paint, other than the black that came with the bike.
This is the Ninja 1000
So
paint.
earlier I had got a little lighter shade, but this is the shade that I wanted, and this time he took it upon himself and got me this paint. Took the opportunity to get it done for me. Of course, it's on the friendly terms. But yes, I'm really happy that he's done this. It's a beautiful paint that I have here, and I love it. So yeah, that's more or less about the bike. And if in case you guys have any doubts or questions about it, please write into the comments and I'll try to respond to you. And earlier I used to do all my work, but since now I found Kaifin who is doing the good job out here, I think I'm sorted out now for the moment. Thank you guys. Safe ride.
Take care. Cheers.
Cheers.